And you're recording this, right?
Nah, we live now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
We are live. First time I'm doing I think it's the first mixtape review I'm doing on the channel. I always planned on doing some mixtape stuff. I just never did it.
It'd be like
I'm
that.
like, yeah, let's go live with this shit. It's gonna be quick anyway, so. Yep.
So why am I watching George Lopez? But I remember when Nick and Knight used to always play this shit like 3, 4 in the morning and shit.
Right? When they used to play the good shows at night, F Troop and Mary Tyler Moore and all that.
Well, I didn't know you like Mary Tyler Moore.
I like the Once in the Blue. I didn't watch her like that.
Uh,
Once in the Blue.
I can respect that.
Once in a while, not all the time. Like I was waiting. Like usually when they had those shows on, I was waiting for something else to come on. We had to like sit through them shows like Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke Show,
Hey, those are classic.
Donna Reed.
Nah, yeah, I ain't care about Donna.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. What's the other one? Get Smart. Get Smart used to come on late too.
I remember that one.
You know what I mean? All them old shows, all them shits came on before we were born. Like Lucy, I love Lucy. I would wait for that to come on.
Oh yeah, Lucy, All in the Family, all that shit. Cheers.
Right. Yep. I was like, that's my shit right there.
So Kanye West is apologizing for his
Of course,
behavior.
he got the album coming out. It's supposed to be tomorrow, right? The
I
Billy
guess.
album.
I guess so.
I think tomorrow is supposed to drop, unless he delays it again. Unless he delays it again. You know how he do.
Right.
Like, bro. I mean, yo, let's start this shit.
What's up?
What's up? We back. We are back. For some reason, my computer shut down before. I don't know why, but it's back up. We are back. That in Rap podcast with your boy Try and Reg. I believe this is the first mixtape review that I'm doing on this channel since I started it 8 years ago, and I don't think I've ever done a mixtape review till now. I always had plans to do it. I even made up like a playlist. I had plans to do different ones, and I still might do that like once in a blue. But I said, you know what? Let's do it now. I was gonna do it last night, and I said, you know what? We're gonna do it tonight. And this is an unexpected review because I didn't see this coming. Nobody saw this coming. J.Cole, DJ Clue, Birthday Blizzard 26. We got 4 freestyles of bars from J.Cole getting ready for the new album, The Fall Off, the long-awaited album. It's supposed to be his last album. It's supposed to be a double album. I saw an alternate cover today for the double album, and that's dropping next week on was it February 6th? That's coming out, and he dropped this mixtape out of nowhere. 4 freestyles over Bad Boy instrumentals, and it's in celebration of his birthday. His birthday was yesterday, January 28th, and I saw an interview with DJ Clue last night. He was talking about doing the mixtape and how Cole called him up, and it was all. I guess he was already ready. Like he picked all the beats out and everything. And supposedly there's other freestyles that didn't make the mixtape. Little Minty. And Clue was like, there's another freestyle that he did with other rappers that he didn't name who the rappers was on the freestyle, but supposedly there's another freestyle that he has with like some features. So hopefully
Oh,
we get that at some. Huh?
I said, oh wow.
Hopefully we get that at some point because he did a whole bunch of freestyles, but we only got 4 in this one. And we had like the East Coast got hit with like the blizzard of 2026. New York City got a couple of inches of snow. Certain parts got more feet of snow. And man, if there was any doubt that J.Cole wasn't in the big three after hearing this, those doubts went away. He definitely stole sharp lyrically on these freestyles. He definitely threw some shade at some people. I feel like he threw some shade at Kendrick on this. You
Oh, of
know,
course.
I seen another post where people said he threw shade at Joey Badass because of Lonely at the Top, Joey's album that came out last summer. It didn't do good, even though I liked it. It's on my top 20.
That was dope, man.
I liked it, but the record label didn't promote it. But it was on my top 20 rap albums of 2025. I do think it's one of his best projects, but his label, well, I don't even know what label he's on. Whatever label he's on now, they didn't promote it. You know what I'm saying? But that was a dope album. But J. Cole definitely took some shots at Joey Badass supposedly on here. It is like me and you was talking before. It is kind of interesting that he chose all Bad Boy beats because we know that he had an issue with Diddy. They had an altercation years ago. He even mentioned it on the Fall Off album. You know what I'm saying? So that was weird that he picked all Bad Boy beats. I want to know why he picked all the Bad Boy beats for freestyles.
For real.
You know what I'm
I want
saying?
to. I want to know too. I'm curious.
On the Joe and Jada show, Jadakiss was the first one to actually leak this because he said on the January 20th that he said shout out to J. Cole. He got a project coming out called The Fall Off, and he got a mixtape where he used some of the Locks beats. He only used one Locks beat. He used Money Power Respect, and he used Can I Live. But Can I Live was featuring the Locks. That was from the Black Rob first album, Life Story. Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Yes,
And
classic album too. But
classic album, yes. We did a review on that years ago on Reggie's channel. Go subscribe to his channel. Um, and he said he rhymed over "Can I Live." He killed them shits. So Cole is coming back in a major way when you hear his bars, all of that shit. Referencing he referenced the apology in regards to the Kendrick battle. All that shit don't matter. He's coming crazy, and the mixtape was released on his website, thefalloff.com. I heard it on YouTube. I didn't even go to his website. I didn't even know he had a website.
same.
But I went YouTube. Somebody have uploaded it. It's already uploaded on YouTube. If you ever listen to it. And we got 4 freestyles: Bronx Zoo freestyle, Golden Goose, Winter Storm, and 99 Build. Minty said Kendrick said J. Cole your shit. That was hard. Hey, to me, I feel like if he apologized for not battling Kendrick, to a point I understand, but this is also hip hop. And if you're considered one of the best in the big three of this generation, why not battle the best? You should battle Kendrick. Because I never felt like Drake was part of the big three and he battled Kendrick. Even though he lost. But you gotta give Drake his props for even battling Kendrick. He didn't shy away from doing that. Whereas J. Cole totally apologized and that made him look soft.
Didn't he also throw shots at Fat Joe because Fat Joe made a comment that he can't rap about gangster shit since he apologized?
J. Cole?
Yeah, I heard he threw shots at Fat Joe too. I heard.
I mean if he did it was subliminal. I didn't hear nothing on here that made me think that he threw shots at Fat Joe.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yo, I don't know, but the first track we got is Bronx Zoo freestyle. He's rhyming over. Power said he did those shots at Fat Joe. Where? You like reference the lyrics to me on what freestyle? Because I'm not hearing it.
Yeah,
He
I had
said
to
at
listen.
AK2. Um, Bronx Zoo freestyle, we got that. That's the first freestyle over the Victory beat. Y'all should already know that. Victory, rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. killed that track from the No Way Out album. Um, I love the line where he said, "Living ghetto fab like my brother name was Paul Kane," in reference to Paul Kane, that's Fabulous brother. There's another line he said, "It's like the ghost of Christopher Wallace came in and wrote it." Fire. He had so many quotables on here. If your bitch scream, tell your queen bitch lower her tone. I loved it. I think that was the great way to start off the mixtape with the DJ Clue ad libs. This is such a 2000s vibe for me. Like just living in that mixtape era and buying all the Clue tapes, everyone that came out back then, and DJ Clue was like at the forefront for that. As well as DJ Drama, and we had Big Mike and K Slay, rest in peace, and so many great DJs that had they mixtape series at that time. And this gave me such a 2000s vibe just listening to it. I'm like, I wish DJ Clue would come back and do mixtapes again.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It's a mixtape. It's called Birthday Blizzard 26. It's 4 freestyles all over Bad Boy track. And this is like this is part of the album rollout for the Fall Off. The Fall Off drops next week, February 6th. It's supposed to be a double album. We haven't seen no track listing yet, so I don't know. But what did you think about Bronx Zoo freestyle?
Bronx Zoo freestyle was a nice way to kick off the album.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can definitely hear that song being played on an NBA game or some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it definitely gave that anthem kind of vibe and stuff like that too.
Right.
Cole was dope as fuck. You would have thought originally this was his beat and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I actually fuck with this freestyle.
That was fire. Definitely dope to hear. Freestyle number 2, we got Golden Goose freestyle. This is over the Can I Live beat. Can I Live Again? That was from Black Rob's first album, Life Story, featuring the Locks. One of my favorite tracks from that album. And Cole was killing it. He said, "Best nigga still breathing, leaving no confusion. Hop on every nigga song, abuse it, catch bodies for my own amusement." Love those lines. He also had a line referencing the Michael Vick dog incident. Work the Mike Vick, your dog might get shot for losing. That's when Michael Vick got incarcerated for dog fighting for a couple years. And back when he was on the Orlando Falcons, and then after he got out of jail, he signed with the Eagles. Legendary quarterback. I loved it. Again, like just to hear Cole, this whole mixtape, even though it was short, but it's like Cole put new life into these Bad Boy instrumentals. Because like there's so many MCs that I've heard over the years freestyle to these different beats, but
right.
For some reason, like Cole, I guess it's because I haven't heard Cole in a long. I mean, since the Mike Delete Later project, he put new life into these Bad Boy beats. You know what I'm saying? It's like the beats, but it's like not hearing somebody of like the modern day era like over it. It's like it just sounds fresh. You know what I'm saying? And it's a real pleasant to hear somebody that's not a Fabulous or a Lloyd Banks over these beats. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I think it's definitely, like I said, like these 4 freestyles. Like I've always known Cole for having, for being one of the best. But I think he really solidified that. I think this album, when he comes out next week, he's going to solidify himself as one of the best of them. I think he has to, because this has been like a long awaited project. He's been working on this album. I think he said since the first album, since Sideline Story, and he didn't like how Sideline Story came out, and he wants to correct those mistakes with this album coming out. So I think he has to solidify himself with this album dropping next week, and he killed it lyrically on here. What do you think about this freestyle?
This freestyle was actually maybe my second favorite one and stuff like that off the whole mixtape. Again, you're definitely right. It's like he did bring more life into these beats,
Yeah.
and I hate to keep mentioning the diddler and everything like that too, but it's like
We have
I
to
feel
because
like
this is all this is all because of him, really. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but it's as his legacy is behind a lot of these beats on here.
true, true.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, because it also feels good listening to this without hearing somebody ad libbing and everything
Right.
like that too. And, he had a line where he says, "And the culprits to six, where the closest you get to hope is Hope Mills Road." I know about that road too and shit.
Where's the what's the line that he or the freestyle that he's going at Fat Joe? Because Powers is in here saying that he went at Fat Joe and ate an Ak. Is he talking about Akinelli? Who's Ak? Who's AK?
That's what I'm trying.
So
That's what I'm
I
trying to
didn't hear
figure out.
nothing where he was referencing Fat Joe. What's the freestyle that he was talking about Fat Joe on?
I can try to look it up too. But let me see the
Yeah,
lines. Cole has seen.
y'all be instigating shit for no damn academics. Where you going to academics on here? Like name the freestyle because you just saying that he going at Fat Joe and academics. I ain't hear it.
Shit.
Y'all be gaslighting shit. Y'all
Teach a
gaslighting
man how
fake
to
beats, man. Yeah. Uh,
teach a man how to fish. I was reciting some lines and shit.
uh,
I was I was saying, and a culprit to six, where the closest you get to hope is Hope Mills Road. Cole has seen more beef than the folks at Roots Chris. Teach a man how to fish, and the lesson is this: without a pole, you're useless. Catch my drift, I'm swift, and everything like that too. So I
right.
like that line and shit. You know what I'm saying?
When y'all say that he's going at somebody, recite the lines because I'm not hearing it though. He ain't calling nigga by name, so to me he ain't dissing nobody. Until you call a nigga by name, that's when you dissing somebody. I don't do subliminals. I want to hear the nigga name called. Like we grew up in an era
Yeah, I'm trying to find the
when
line.
when 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 people had beef, like when LL Cool J had beef with Hammer or Kumo D or Cannabis, he called them niggas out by name. He wasn't doing subliminal shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear it. I want to see where he's talking about Fat Joe and academics at. You know, number three, we got when he said he sneak dissing. Yeah, but I didn't grow up in that sneak dissing era. Like in our era, people called you out by name. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to the Break of Dawn on Mama Said Knock You Out, LL Cool J is calling out niggas by name. You know what I'm saying? You know when he's talking about Ice-T, you know those lines where he's mentioning Ice-T one. I did that, and you see why Drake lost that battle because he was sneak dissing Kendrick for years. When the Storm freestyle, this was the Who Shot Your beat. Everybody should know this beat. You got Cole saying he had a nice couple lines on here. No man that's rhyming can match my fluidity. And Mike Jordan, Edwards, nigga, you kidding me? Cole gets older but grows new abilities. You didn't know him, with Goku agility. A dope Dragon Ball Z reference. I loved it. I love the again, like so many people has freestyled over this beat. Jay-Z did it on the Professional Volume 2 from the Clue tape. I've heard Styles P over this. I've heard so many rappers over the years over this beat. Again, like when I hear Cole over this beat, it just breathes new life into Who Shot You. What do you think about this freestyle?
This is actually my favorite freestyle the whole mixtape.
Okay,
I think any rapper that freestyles over this, if they come off whacked over this beat, then I question the MC skills. I'm gonna be real with
exactly.
you.
You can't be whack over a beat like this.
Nah, I've even heard whack rappers that I don't even care for rap over this shit.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Like who? Like who's a whack rapper to you that you heard over this beat?
I mean, I'm just saying like rap like battle rappers and shit. Like, I'm not
Oh,
because
I'm about to say
battle.
like call some names out. We ain't being political over here. Like fuck that.
Well,
If somebody
fabulous,
whack to you, say their name.
fabulous rapped over this beat, and I you know I don't give.
Is Fabulous a whack rapper to you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
never care for it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but I was mostly speaking about just like rappers who I like freestyle rappers like in my area and shit like that growing up and stuff like that. Because when niggas like to do ciphers, this is definitely one of those
Hey,
songs niggas freestyle over and shit like that too. But I'm just saying if you can't rap rhyme over a beat like this, I question
Right.
your MC skill.
I agree. Definitely agree with you. You got to go back to the drawing board
It's either
and start with like some fucking 80s break beats and
right
start rhyming to them. You know.
for real.
But that was yes, that was dope. We got the last freestyle, 99 build. He's rapping over the Locks Money Power Respect beat, but it does sound a little bit different. Like it's almost like the bass line was tweaked or something. You know what I'm saying? It sounds a little bit different, but
I
that's
felt
the
that too.
yeah, like the bass line sounds different on this one. Like I don't know if he tweaked the bass line, but it does sound a little bit different on the bass line, but nonetheless it's the Money Power Respect beat. He said, when niggas say this like a blessing in the form of a curse. I've been anointed since a quarter water slaughtered my thirst. Songbirds want to swallow my girth. I'm off the market. If life is truly a movie, God is the artist is the art department. Fire. Fire. I loved it. I love the reference to the quarter waters that we used to drink growing up from the bodega, corner stores. Um, if life is truly a movie, God is the art department. I love that line. And this was dope, man. Like this was a nice way to end the little mixtape. What do you think about this one?
Again, he went in, he ate at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I never expected a beat like this. Honestly, I thought he was gonna end up on some R&B, bad boy shit, like maybe
Right.
Total's "Can't You See?" Because knowing J.
Mm.
Cole, he always likes to rhyme those
Maybe that's coming
melodic
up
beats.
next.
You never know. You never
Clue,
know.
Clue,
But I like
Clue said in the interview that he did a whole bunch of freestyles that so we didn't get everything off of here.
right, definitely. But yeah, this one definitely is another strong joint. I like the line when he says, "The only way of describing this way that I'm rhyming is picture Jeffrey Dahmer walking the Karas across the carpet, the Marshall
Right.
Falk of the roster all-star offense.
Mm.
Outside of the outside of the music, I'm a cool as your water faucet. I say to myself, I ain't talkative. Kill that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Killed it.
Yeah,
I love the
fucking love
Marshall Falk reference. Hall of Fame running back. You know, he was with the Colts, and yeah, that was he killed it. I love overall. I love the whole mixtape. The Clue ad libs in the background, like we used to get the winter wind sounds in the background. It felt like you was hearing like Cole rapping a blizzard. Um, the bad boy beats that he picked with the different freestyles. I love that. I think it's already a classic. Um, mi- uh, Call it EP mixtape or whatever. I think it's already a classic. I've played this like 5 times already since it dropped, and every time I play it, it's like I'm like, yo, Cole is that nigga. You know what I'm saying? When we talk
that.
about Big Three, it's definitely Kendrick and Cole in that conversation. The third one is debatable, and you can add. I could add Conway or Benny, Rock Marcy, Ransom. You know what I'm saying? Like, but of this modern era, I think you can't mention Kendrick without Cole. I think they both neck and neck. I think I would love to see J.Cole battle Kendrick at some point. I feel like he's gonna address the whole apology thing on the album too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this at some point on that album, I feel like he's gonna address it more. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he'll say why he really wanted to not battle Kendrick or whatever. But I don't buy the whole like him and Kendrick is friends shit, and that's why he didn't want to battle him. I just felt like that would have been a better battle than what we got because I don't feel like Drake was ever on Kendrick level anyway.
Hell no, y'all. That was
You know what
that.
I'm saying? Not lyrically. I mean, I think they only put Drake in top three because like he sells more than them, but lyrically I don't think he's on their level. And anytime you have a suspicion of a ghostwriter, that's gonna automatically take you out of that conversation anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have a ghostwriter and want to be their best MC. Jay-Z didn't have that, Nas didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So I never put him in that big three. I don't know who put him in that three, but it wasn't me. So to me, it's Kendrick, Cole, and whoever else that you want to add as number three. But I definitely feel like he got to address that on the new album. I'm definitely gonna be checking for that next week. You know, should we do a review on that?
Of course.
We got to, right? Because it's been a while since we did anything with J.Cole.
Yeah, I think the last one was did we do Mike Elite later?
Did we do Mike Lee later? I don't think we did that.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
We
Yeah,
did that?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did that one. I remember hearing it because everybody was talking about how he was like sneak dissing Kendrick on that and whatever. And I don't think we did. I think the last review we did for Cole was we did the off season.
Yeah, we did that. Yep.
We did off season. Okay, yeah, that was a minute ago. So I think this was a great appetizer for the album. If you haven't heard it, definitely check it out. I love it. I love it already. Shout out to J.Cole. Shout out to DJ Clue. I want to see Clue get back in his mixtape bag and do these more often with like different artists. You know, that would be like a great album rollout, like how they used to do. Like you drop a little mixtape appetizer and then the full album come out.
I miss when niggas did that shit.
Yeah, but the problem was they were doing it too often to the point where it's like the mixtape sound harder than the album.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss, I remember Jadakiss did that for when Kiss of Death came out. And I'm like, bro, like why are you dropping a mixtape like right before the album? Well, I think he dropped it like after the album came out. I'm like, nah, the mixtape sound better than the album.
Even though Last Kiss was actually dope, I actually like that more than Kiss of Death. To be real with you.
I gotta go back and hear that. I remember like certain songs, but it's not one of those albums that I went back to. Kiss of Death, I just think it didn't age well. It sounds like 2004.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then he dropped the championship around that time, right? I think was that a big thing.
Yeah, he did around that time.
Yeah,
too.
and the championship, everybody was talking about that. Like I'm like, yo, this might be the best Jadakiss mixtape ever, and you got an album out and nobody's even talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I missed when they used to do that, but I don't want to see it done by everybody though. I feel like Clue gotta be picky and pick certain artists to do like the little appetizer with. Especially if it's a big release like this, the fall off is gonna like probably like the biggest rap release so far this year. Cause it's been long awaited. We've been hearing about it for years already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to hear it. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's gonna be like epic. And I feel like he has to really put make a statement with this album. You know what I'm saying? Especially from like the last couple. I wasn't a fan of the off season. I didn't care for it. Mike Delete Later was dope, but I looked at that more like as a mixtape.
Right.
But what was before off season? Was that 4 Yards Only?
No. Before off season was KOD, which I feel
KOD
like
was dope. I like KOD.
Very dope.
That came out. I think that came out like Easter weekend of that. Huh?
It came out like 420.
Yeah, KOD was fire. I like KOD. I think that was heavily slept on. I didn't like 4 Yards Only. I liked a couple songs, but I didn't think it was a great album. But yeah, KOD was dope. But this is the album that I've been waiting for. I've been hearing about it for years. I'm like, Cole, you gotta kick on this album for sure. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Sam, what up? Salute to Minty, Power. I still ain't see where he's dissing Fat Joe and the academics at. Throw me the lines. I ain't seeing it. I think y'all just gaslighting him. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that over here. I want to see proof.
We want to see facts.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be one of them fugazi ass platforms where niggas gaslight all day and there's no proof.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So shout out to J.Cole. This was dope. Thanks, Reg, as always. Follow Reg's channel. We're gonna do the Fall Off album review next week. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this is the first mixtape review I've done on here, and it's gonna be some others that I plan on doing. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we definitely stay tuned for more in February. We got the Black History Month vinyl challenge happening. That's gonna be dope. I got some unboxings coming in. That's gonna be, drop those February and March. I'm waiting for them to fucking come through the damn mail. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
once they come, look out for those. Go live Wednesday night, 8 p.m. with Unk and Ray Lansky and Rocker Bash. Shout out to them. And Ant, he was up on here last night, and
True.
it was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? We have Mojo Flow. Shout out to Mojo. We'll definitely do some more on here. So definitely check this out, and we'll be back next week. Peace.
Peace. Appreciate this, bro.